pick up Luneria, because that is the only way that we are going to slowly and surely kill all 6 of those priests. How the heck are you guys? My name is Fastidious. Welcome to my channel and welcome to day 25 in our free-to-play series for the beautiful game Watcher of Realms. There is no time to waste. I had a big thing planned today that's all gone to the wayside because we together, live on stream, defeated the hard campaign. And what an undertaking this turned out to be. This blew my mind how hard it got, but it was so fun to have a lot of you there probably supporting me. It was an amazing stream, so guys, come hang out with us sometime. It was super collaborative, super fun, and quite frankly, super exhausting. I was up till 4 a.m. in the morning. It was a 7.5-hour stream, just beating these stages in the campaign. So we had cleared up through hard campaign 8-7, so we had to do 8-8 all the way to 8-14. That took us like 4 hours or 3.5 hours, something like that. I think 4 hours. And then just beating the last stage, just beating hard campaign stage 8 -14, chapter 8-14. Oh my God, that took us 1 hour and 47 minutes. I like to do these things all by myself, but the collaborative energy was awesome. I wish I could shout out everyone that gave me some great tips, but there were so many of you. You guys are so amazing, so you know who you are. Without further ado, let's hop right in. So, this is the team we are bringing. There's a very real chance after I give this explanation, you'll see me cut, because this could take a few tries. This was an extremely painful experience. Like I said, it took us almost 2 hours. I don't know how many attempts it was. If you want to go back, the video is on my channel, the 7.5-hour video of the stream. You can check how many attempts it took us. However, there's no power of dominance, so I don't have to turn that off. This is the team we are bringing. I have to make a couple tweaks because I believe this is my gold run currently. So we're going to bring the full Nightmare Squad. There you got them. That foursome, the amazing foursome we're always bringing. Then we need Dahlin here, guys. We need cost regeneration. Maybe if you're stronger than me, you probably are. You don't need her. I absolutely needed her. This is really the ultimate dance here, making all this stuff work. Then we are going to bring a second defender. So Baron being our main defender, we are going to bring a second defender that is going to be Olog. He does very little. He's just going to be a quick contingency tank to take some big thunderbolts. Then we have a third defender. Again, I don't even think I dropped him when I beat this the first time. Total contingency plan. And then finally, oh my God, I remember who the last person we brought. Duh, it's got to be Vortex. Insanely important. Actually, you know what? I don't think we even brought Regulus. I think better yet, we brought Dagna. So only a rare lord, but she did buff all of these guys, which was super strong for us. So you might be thinking, Fastidious, why are you not bringing Nyx? She's great with her piercing damage. Why are you bringing Luneria? Well, Luneria is only 11 cost, and she's still pretty strong. Nyx would be better, but this is, like I said, it's such a dance. It's so sequenced. We got it so tight that it wasn't possible when we tried it with Nyx. At one point, we tried with Luneria and Nyx. We couldn't make it work. All right, so I'm gonna hop into the fight. Wish me luck. I almost forgot, before we head into battle, we have to go over some of these enemies we are facing, specifically these 3 that you should know about. So, Calypso, the absolute demon. I see her in my nightmares. So she hits like an absolute monster truck. It is crazy. She can wipe you. She will always target your last deployed unit. Massive, massive damage, right? So you gotta be very strategic with your placements, that when she's about to go, she's not hitting your squishy unit, she's hitting your tanky units. So like for us, that's gonna be Baron. Next, that transitions well to Priest of Thunder. They will also attack the last deployed unit. So again, be very strategic with this little dance we have going on, this sequencing. And what makes him so frustrating as well is the way he pairs with the Priest of Rain. So the Priest of Rain is going to trigger an Acid Rain, which alone is annoying because you have to deal with reductions to your hero's defense and magic resistance. But on top of that, when there is Acid Rain, there's a synergy with Priest of Thunder that his attacks will now do splash damage. So you have to now be cognizant of not just when you place people, but where you do. Because if they're directly adjacent in someone, in like adjacent to someone, to one of your allies, in like a cross formation, so directly to up, down, left, or right of someone, they'll splash damage onto them. So they, like, you might get Baron taking the aggro, taking all the attention from Calypso, and particularly from the Thunder Priest, but then if it splashes onto a squishier unit like Arrogance, you're SOL, right? Okay, let's hop in. As you can see, we have just over 374,000 BP. Not too much, not too little, just right, medium level, no power of dominance, of course, not that we would use it. We want this to be a raw, natural, unfiltered look. But yeah, it does feel, I will say, with our champions, or at least the way we do it, we do feel a little underpowered sometimes. So I'm just going to put on 1x here just to explain. I will talk as much as possible, guys, but this is a very, very tricky fight. So the first thing I'm doing here is I'm going to get ready with my first deploy. I'm waiting for it to go to 35 costs, just to be safe. We only needed 33, but we're going to drop our Wrath, and now we can drop our Vortex. We need to drop Vortex right away. You see, our Wrath does have a decent amount of health, but he's not going to be able to tank those hits. We need a healer. And now I'm going to get ready with our next melee unit, our next protector for this side. That will be Arrogance. Very strong unit for us. So we wait till we get to 11 costs, and I immediately deploy Dallin. This is very important because Dallin is our cost regenerator champion. I am not able to make this comp work without her. I'm going to throw it on 1x here, guys, just to explain some stuff. So here is the Priestess of Rain. She's done this horrible acid rain. It's very annoying. I did not think of this strategy. A few people suggested in the chat. I don't remember who the first one was, but they said, you know what? Let's just ignore the Priestesses. By the end, we'll have 6 Priestesses to kill, but that actually is the strategy we're going to employ here. That's what worked. So the next thing we have to do is quickly drop our Deimos, and now we're going to get ready again. I'm waiting for the next person to come out. The next priest. They should be coming any second now. Okay, there. We just saw the arrows come, so now I can drop my Olag. I'm going to quickly trigger my shields and my heals from Vortex. Okay, and now what we do is it's a bit of a waiting game again. I'll just explain it. We want to wait till we have exactly enough cost to drop our final 3 units. So you see we only have 2 deployables, but we will pick up Dallin. So Dagna's just there as a leader, but the people we do need are Luneria, Lightlock, and Baron. So 35 plus 11, that's 46. We actually only need 40 costs. So we're going to wait till the second this gets to 40, and then we can start dropping. I say 40 because we will get 6 costs back when we pick up our Dallin. You might also be wondering, why did I put Olag there? Just so he's not splashing on anyone except for potentially Dallin, not that that matters. Actually, we should actually pick up Dallin now, to be honest. But he's not really going to help us with anything as it stands. So there you see we picked up Dallin, and now I'm just going to wait for that 46 cost. We got a little bit extra cost there. Keeping an eye on everything. I am going to keep it on 1x right now. This is a very hairy fight for us, as I've said a few times now. This was exhausting, guys. I was up till 3 a.m. This took so long to figure out. Okay, so the sequencing is extremely important, right? We are going to go DPS, so that's going to be Luneria, straight into healer, because we need an extra healer for Baron, and then straight into our main tank, Baron, right? So we're going to boom. We're going to go boom, and we're very quickly going to go boom. And now they do target the Luneria. That usually happens, not usually, that sometimes happens for us, but she actually can tank it with the build I put on her. But now all the aggro is going to go to Baron for the rest of the fight. So we just got to keep an eye on our left side units and our ultimates and just feeling the whole thing out. What we can also do in a second is actually pick up Olag. We don't need him now, and I'm going to use him kind of as a contingency plan, an extra defender we can drop later on. He was only there to take those 2 hits from the Thunder Priests. But yeah. So we keep an eye. We got to be ready with Baron to trigger his ults whenever they come. Got to also be cognizant with the ults from Vortex. And as you guys can see, I'll point out one more thing. Deimos is back here. Originally, the way we did this, we actually originally had the whole thing inverted. So I will say it was Ulel in the chat, Ulel, who pointed out, what if you flip horizontal, right? So originally we had Baron and everyone over here, but then we had Wrath and Deimos and everyone over here. So now we just directly flipped it over itself. And the reason is because at the very end, Calypso settles here, and she was settling on Wrath or Deimos, not settling on our main tank, Baron. So that was essential. I will also say originally we had Deimos in the front. However, Wrath is just really tanky, so we ended up switching it. It does kind of feel sometimes like Deimos' ultimate is wasted, but if it works, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to wait till they're about ready to go. Let's wait for Calypso. Okay, I'm going to shield up again and do some heals. And now it's a bit of a waiting game, guys, and just kind of management. And it is very high stress, and I am actually very stressed right now. I really hope we can beat this on the recording, and I'm not up for another hour and 47 minutes trying to do this. So we're keeping an eye on everything as much to our ability. You see Baron's taking damage, but he's really good because we put the shields up. I'm going to put on 1x here because it does look kind of tight. What is frustrating here with Arrogance, as you can see, Arrogance range is this shape. However, when he gets his ultimate, it actually will fill in these 2 squares on the right and these 2 squares on the left. So then he actually will get some damage off. So we really are just counting on 2 things with Baron. Quick mini little Baron tips. He's got those big shields on his ultimate, and then he has a special passive called Unyielding, which when skilled up, he doesn't die for 8 seconds. So that's why Baron is so strong for this fight. I'm also going to keep an eye on Deimos. Sorry about the 1x, guys, but this is the tricky part of the fight. Let's trigger. Let's trigger. See, Calypso's finally starting to make our way down. We can actually finally use Deimos' ult. He'll heal himself up a bit. Not that it matters right now. Baron, it's not Baron. Wrath is doing a great job on the left, tanking some damage. Ooh, can you tell that I'm stressed out? Oh my god. If you want to see me stress, check out the video of the stream. At least just click around through it. It was insanity. So many people in the chat were saying we weren't going to be able to do it. We tried for many hours too long for the entire thing, because there are a lot of other hard stages in there too. Okay, so it's looking really tricky on Wrath, so I am going to 1x it, and we are going to say a little prayer that hopefully we can get this off with, come on, Vortex, please, buddy. I did re-gear Vortex right before we did the fight yesterday, just to make sure he was able to do this. So lots of HP, a nice chunk of attack speed, and I actually like Vortex with a little rage regen. I think it helps. Once he has some attack speed, we're getting the benefit of the rage regen. You can see we kind of are in control right now, so we just gotta hope. We just gotta hope that Baron does his thing and Wrath does his thing. We only have 16 enemies left, and keep in mind, what we really only have now is 9 enemies left. So 15, but it's really 9 because there's 6 of those priests over there that will just slowly pick off at the end. I will 1x it for a second here. Okay, we can focus. All right, Deimos can trigger. Come on, guys. Wrath is looking pretty good. We're kind of a bit SOL, a bit in a rock and a hard place until, what's-his-face, Arrogance decides to trigger his ult while Calypso's over there. So we really are counting on Wrath to hold on. So I'm going to just keep an eye. Let's trigger as soon as we can with all these ultimates. I think for sure Wrath and Deimos are taking care of business on the left. But there you go. So you see, I'll 1x it. You see we're about to get the ultimate skill. So right now this is Arrogance's range. So mini Arrogance guide. We do need to trigger Baron too. The second he hits his ult, he'll be able to hit those guys. So it is an auto ult, but there you go. Now his range is extended. And we should be able to do a little cleanup crew. And he's going to put up some real damage, I think. So you can see we can start picking up units from this side. We are done with that part of the fight. So far, so good. I'm very happy with this. And now Arrogance, come on, let's try to take her down before your ult runs out. Let's put on 2x. You can see this guy hits like an absolute monster. And very important, guys, I should have said, we only missed about 5 seconds. Pick up Luneria, because that is the only way that we are going to slowly and surely kill all 6 of those priests. So I will tell you, I was very hesitant to do this. So we are going to win right now, guys. So I can put it on 2x and relax a little bit. But I was very hesitant to place Luneria here without Lightlock there as a healer. However, these priests aren't doing any damage on her. They're just going to stand there and do their thing. So we can place Luneria there the second she's ready, and she will just, as you see, very slowly, and we can hang out during it, she will very slowly start to pick off those guys. So here goes Luneria. Oh my god, I'm so sloppy. So now you go Arrogance triggers. Down goes Calypso. You absolutely love to see it. And now it is very much a waiting game. So you can see my Luneria is okay. I guess we could chat about Luneria. We do have the Luneria event coming live in just, I think, less than 2 days now, which is very exciting. We can start picking these people up just to, why not? Make it look a little cleaner, because we're just going to focus on our girl Luneria. I am going to have a guide coming out for Luneria. It won't be a complete full guide the way I did Lightlock, or at least at this point I don't think it will be, but I just want to get you guys out a real breakdown of her kit, a breakdown of her skills. I have had a week of experience with her now. I was lucky to get her before the event, and then I also want to talk about her awakenings, because let's say you're like me and you do have Luneria, and you see, hey, she doesn't do that much damage. I mean, she's okay. It's so-so. She triggers her passive sometimes. She gets the Dark Moon arrows. It's pretty nice. When you get her to awaken 1, so if you have a copy and you don't think you're going to be able to get 2 copies from the event, if you can just get 1 extra copy and you already have a copy, or you think you can push and get 2 copies from the event, she is very strong at awaken 1. I'm going to use that as a teaser now. Look out for the video, which will probably drop right after this one tomorrow from when I'm filming this. But her Awaken 1 is really good. I think, if I'm not mistaken, her Awaken 5 is even better. But that's a story for another day. But I think a lot of us are going to have the opportunity to either get 1 copy and we already have Luneria, or some people, especially spenders, will be able to push if they get lucky with some tournament draws, some Oracle trials. So you can see she's doing pretty good work. We only have 2 left. It's funny, because when this happened, I thought she kept reviving herself. I didn't realize that there were 6 of them, just stacked animation, and then, but no, there were just 6 of them, like, completely, perfectly on top of each other. Pretty funny little video game moment there. But you can see we are down to the last one. I am so happy. I was so nervous that we weren't going to be able to do this, guys. I'm not even joking. I was like, after that stream, but it just shows you the strategy held true. I wish I could shout everyone out. I really do. I'm sorry it was just Ulel, but Ulel was 100% right by mirroring that strat. That was the final thing. And there you go. That was actually our shortest clearance. So pretty cool. And I guys hope you appreciate it. I just wasted 12 stamina. I know it's not much, but I am a perfectly efficient free to play. 12 stamina just to show you. All right. So not too much more to say. Like I said, I got a lot of other stuff planned. That stuff you can look forward to in tomorrow's video, Friday's video, Saturday's video, all of that good stuff. But for now, we're going to call it there. We have beaten the hard campaign. And like I said, if you're a crazy person, if you're a masochist, if you just really like me, you can go check out the stream, click around through it. You are going to see sides of me you've never seen before. That level of frustration, anxiety, and exhaustion was pretty special. With nothing more to say, I've been Fastidious. If you like my content, if you like me, please subscribe. We are almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is wacky. And I honestly think we're getting close to 3,000 subscribers. We're getting over 100 subscribers a day. I think we might be the fastest growing channel and more right now. So I appreciate all the support. You can also share this with your mom. You can like the video. You can comment, say anything. I respond to every single comment as fast as I possibly can. Sometimes I respond within 5 seconds. I'm not even kidding. I'll be like playing the game on my phone. I got a little banner notification on my phone. Click, respond, boom. So don't be afraid to engage. All right, enough plugging. I'll see you in the next one.
Fastidious.